All right, Cody, we haven't heard much from you after Full Gear. Do you have any insight or do you want to comment at all about your match against Jericho?
No.
What about the decision to never challenge for the title again? Is it something you think you thought through, or do you want to comment on your thoughts after what happened at Full Gear?
I don't really want to answer that question either.
So, obviously the match didn't go as you had planned, but it felt like you also may have lost your best friend, or one of your best friends in Max, MJF. Do you have anything to say about that?
Chicago, Illinois, is for many the birthplace of all elite wrestling. On September 1st, 2018, Cody Rhodes, together with the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega, made professional wrestling history in front of a sold-out crowd at the Sears Center at All In.
My face is on the outside of the building. There's a beautiful plaque from All In. They were the only person that would pick up the phone for three guys wanting to do a show outside of the confines of a major machine.
Nobody, no man, no company, no entity owns pro wrestling. We own pro wrestling!
AEW returned to the Sears Center this past summer to another sold-out crowd at All Out, further solidifying its strong relationship to the city and its fans.
If anything, you could say AEW was born in Schaumburg, in the Sears Center, the whole revolution.
Next Wednesday, on the eve of Thanksgiving, AEW returns to the Sears Center once again with its weekly edition of AEW Dynamite on TNT.
They're the fans here tonight. They're chanting what they like, what they want, what they needed. Next week, ladies and gentlemen, a huge week in Chicago, AEW Dynamite.
Cody had a lot on the line as he challenged Chris Jericho for the AEW World Championship at Full Gear last month. As an executive vice president of AEW, he raised the stakes of the match even higher.
If I do not defeat Chris Jericho at Full Gear, I will never challenge for the AEW World Championship again.
That night, he seemed to lose much more than the match and a future AEW title.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest set for one fall with a 60-minute time limit is for the All Elite Wrestling World Championship.
Right now, it's all about that title.
Beautiful championship.
Look at how Cody landed on that rampway, but it was head first.
Yeah, and he also got his ribs there, Excalibur. He got all torqued around there. Oh! Cody's fighting with everything he's got. Big chance here for the challenger. Oh, nobody there on the moonsault. Oh, gosh!
No! And Cody feeding off the energy of this crowd here in Baltimore. That disaster kick could have been the end of the night had Cody hit it in the ring. Crossroads!
New champion! Oh, no! Referees, an anguished look on her face.
Oh, God! Look at the... Oh!
The chosen corner man of Cody has thrown in the towel. Oh, no! What the hell?
Cody only wanted not to keep me under his wing, but to put me underneath his thumb. Well, guess what, Blondie? Your thumb ain't big enough to hold me down.
Wait a damn minute. Wait just a damn minute. Cody is not cleared.
No, not at all.
Exploding in the ring. Over on for MJF.
Because, Cody Rhodes, I'm better than you. And you know it.
After suffering major injuries, Doc Sampson, AEW's ringside physician, believed what was best for Cody was not clear him for any in-ring action.
So with Cody's injuries, when he came through the ropes and landed on the ramp and he head planted, that's when he got the laceration, and that was pretty significant. And I believe that might have given him the costochondral injury as well. And but he kept fighting through it, and so that really exacerbated his rib injury. Obviously, the laceration, we need to let that heal up, and he kind of went against my wishes as far as the run-in. It actually traumatized the laceration a little bit, yet luckily we were able to take the sutures out and put steri-strips on, so that's healing relatively well. But with his rib injury, I was really concerned about that. When we went backstage after his injury at Full Gear, he said, "I'm ready, Doc, I'm ready to go to Nashville. I think this laceration will be healed up. I'll be ready to go." But with the rib, he actually wanted me to inject it to allow him to be able to be relatively pain-free to go in there. And I fought him for that because wait that next step type thing, let that heal. I think the best medical way to go is to get him ready for Chicago, because that's where he really wants to shine, and I want him to be medically cleared. Bottom line, health and welfare of the athlete is number one for me, so I'm looking out for his best interest.
Battered and bruised, Cody's determination to return to the Sears Center has been a driving force, along with the idea of breaking his silence over his former friend and protege, MJF.
I cut a guy off on the road on the way here, believe it or not, and he reached out the window, flicked me off, he said, "F you," and he drove off. I mentioned that because that relationship between me and this other driver, we don't have a relationship, it doesn't matter. So he can just, hey, F you, walk out the door. There's no stakes, it doesn't matter. The relationship between Max and I did matter. And I know that I should be really, really angry, and I probably deserve a better explanation than I got. I probably wouldn't even hear it. There's probably a lust for revenge, or maybe even vindication in here. I don't really know what to say about it. I know that Max was not a good guy. I know he's a heel, but he was my heel. And I handpicked him when nobody else wanted him. And believe me, I got a long list of emails that can show you that. So I feel bad about what's about to happen. I anticipate I'll be cleared, and I'm excited. I'm not just going to be cleared to walk out there. I need to wrestle a match, and my last match didn't end the way I wanted to. So I need to return to the ring for myself, for Dynamite. I'm excited to do it, and for that building, that means a lot to me. And not only returning to the ring, I anticipate, but to be able to grab a hot mic and address Max, and we'll go from there.